as that sails over the end line. Former fifth-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota to throw it. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. With Lewis. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Let's go.
They run. This is Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a couple there, as it'll leave them with a 2nd and just 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Three. One.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Keep it rolling. One.
Mariota. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. This is Lewis. Titans. Dion Lewis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Run, run.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
One.
2nd down, Mariota. Being chased out left. They got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
One.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Lewis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Mariota. Now he's forced out left. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He's going to get it running right. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Suckup for the extra point. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
82.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But over the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
They run forward with Ajayi. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Jay Ajayi stops short of the first. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
One.
Mariota now from the 50. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got...
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate, 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And really pouring it on now with the Cowboys. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. A first down throw for Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the side.
And a loose football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Mariota now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
82.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. Now Wentz going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro safety Kevin Byard there on the coverage for Tennessee.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Lefty. Ram.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
74.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. On first down, Wentz.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
82-40.
Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. The all-pro safety Kevin Byard there on the coverage for Tennessee.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
On second and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield.
Run.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal. Now Wentz will keep it. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be fielded at the 6. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start things on first down with Deion Lewis. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And that'll set him back 5. So the Titans come up here 1st and 15, but kind of interesting, the Titans were penalized the second least amount in the NFL in 2017. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Mariota, buying time to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with their 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And some room to roam now. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jordan Hicks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brian Orakpo. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They do go for it. It's Wentz going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Now a toss play to Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up and good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. To throw is Wentz. This is caught. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. Well, that's the fourth time that they've tried to go for it on fourth down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way. And you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw Mariota. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Mariota toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards.
Hey, Lou.
Into the red zone. Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Second and goal from the 1. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On second and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Hey, other side, solid.
From the gun, it's Wentz. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on fourth and goal. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They try again with Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Lefty.
Wentz now on first down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Lewis very quickly finding his footing in this Titan backfield as his guys come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there.